Welcome back. This week, we're going to talk about something that's, well, it's absolutely critical for anyone building a business in their second act. And that's learning. But not the kind of learning you remember from school. Nope, we're talking about the strategic kind, the kind that reignites your curiosity and proves to yourself that you are far from done growing. Honestly, it might be the best investment you make in your business all year.
You know, Henry Ford really nailed it with this one. It's not about the year on your driver's license. It's all about your mindset. The second you stop being curious, that's when you start getting old. And for someone like you, a second-act entrepreneur, staying young in this sense, well, it's not just a nice thought. It's a massive competitive advantage. So this is the big question, isn't it? It's that little voice that sometimes whispers, Am I past the point of learning all this new stuff? Well, I'm here to tell you the answer is a loud, emphatic no. And in this explainer, we're going to take that doubt and we're going to dismantle it, piece by piece, with both science and a really practical plan. Let's get right into it.
First things first, we have to talk about that incredible machine between your ears because it has a hidden superpower that, frankly, most people our age don't even realize they have.
For decades, we were all told this myth that our brains were pretty much fixed, that cognitive decline was just something you had to accept as you got older. Well, modern neuroscience has completely thrown that idea out the window. The new science is all about this amazing concept called neuroplasticity. All it means is that your brain can literally form new pathways and connections for your entire life. See, a kid learns by just absorbing everything like a sponge. But us, we learn by connecting new information to this huge library of experience we've already built. That is our superpower.
And look, this isn't just some nice theory. The research is clear. People who regularly learn new skills after the age of 60 can slow cognitive decline by a pretty significant amount. We're talking up to 30%. That is a powerful, real-world benefit of just staying curious.
And this just brings it all home, doesn't it? The person behind this insight went back for a master's degree at 61, surrounded by students half his age. But you know what the biggest win was? It wasn't the diploma. It was proving to himself that he could still do it. That renewed confidence, that's the secret sauce. It spills over into every single part of your business.
Okay, so we've established why you can learn. That's settled. Now, let's switch gears to the what. And we're not talking about just picking up a hobby here. We are talking about strategic skills that can directly impact your bottom line.
The key is to choose what we're going to call a stretch skill. What's that? It's something that genuinely piques your interest, but also feels, well, a little bit intimidating. That feeling, that little bit of productive struggle, that's the sweet spot. That's exactly where your brain builds new muscle. So don't pick something easy. Pick something that's meaningful to your goals.
So what does a high-impact stretch skill actually look like today? Well, think about tools that give you serious leverage. Learning AI tools like ChatGPT can help you write content 10 times faster. Getting a handle on digital marketing can fill your pipeline with new clients. Mastering simple tech tools like Canva means you can make your business look polished and professional without having to hire a designer.
And let's be really clear about this. This is not about picking up a weekend hobby. Learning these skills is the business strategy. It's the lever you pull to turn a passion project into a real, profitable second-act career.
All right, so this all sounds good in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? How do you fit it into an already busy life? Let's break down a simple, actionable blueprint you can literally start using today.
The plan is just beautifully simple. Step 1, you pick that one stretch skill we just talked about. Step 2, you commit to just 30 to 45 minutes a day. That's it, not a whole weekend, just a small, consistent chunk of time. And step 3, you take advantage of the incredible resources available on self-paced platforms.
I absolutely love this analogy, especially for those of us with the business brain. Think about learning a new skill like you think about an investment account. Binge learning on a Saturday is like trying to time the market. It rarely works. But those small, steady, daily deposits of 30 or 40 minutes, that's what builds real compounded skill over time. I'll say it again, consistency beats intensity every single time.
And, getting started has never been easier or more affordable. Platforms like Udemy and Coursera, they have thousands of courses taught by real-world pros, often for less than the cost of a nice dinner out. And of course, YouTube is a massive, free university if you just know what to look for. The classroom is now wherever you want it to be.
But let's bring it back to the most important outcome of all of this. Yes, you'll have a new skill, and that's great. But the real transformation, it's in your mindset. When you prove to yourself that you can learn how to build a simple website or run a social media ad, You stop doubting yourself in other areas. You start asking, if I can learn this, what else can I do?
Okay, enough talk. Inspiration without action is just entertainment, right? So let's turn all of this into motion with one small, concrete step you can take the second this is over.
This is your 15-minute action challenge, so grab a pen. For the first 5 minutes, just list 3 skills that would genuinely move the needle in your business. Then, take 2 minutes and circle to one that both excites you and kind of intimidates you. Finally, spend the last 8 minutes just watching one introductory video on that topic. That's it, no commitment. You're just exploring.
And that really brings us to the final point. Look, you have decades of wisdom, experience, and discipline. Your curiosity didn't retire when you left your old job. It's still in there, and it's just waiting for a new assignment. So the only question is, what assignment will you give it today? That decision, that one small step, is where your next chapter truly begins.